I consider it a privilege to live in northern Michigan. There's no other place like it.
Like our beautiful region, the Munson Healthcare system is one of a kind.
We have a network of 8 independent hospitals, all working toward a common goal.
We want everyone to get the highest quality care as close to home as possible.
We each reflect the communities we serve by living out the values we embrace.
We are hometown hospitals with world-class caring.
We're fortunate to be part of a system that supports each hospital and what it is doing individually.
Working together as a system
Has a lot of advantages.
Sharing ideas and resources
Makes our care safer and more affordable.
We all face the same challenges, and together,
We have a stronger voice as we advocate for rural health care.
in small towns like ours.
We're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
And we want what's best for them.
We now have 8 hospitals.
with one clear vision.
giving northern Michigan top quality care.
We're all in this together. We're in it for our patients.
Larry Miller credits Munson Medical Center with saving his life.
I never dreamed that Munson would save my life 4 times. It was advanced prostate cancer, massive heart attack, quadruple bypass, pulmonary embolisms in both lungs, blood clots in both legs, an 8-centimeter aneurysm in my renal artery. And here I am. In all this time, I've had incredible care. I was never aware that my life was at risk. Never. My care was so professional, I just didn't give it any thought. Everybody was doing what they were trained to do. Knowing that the quality of care is as close as 40 miles at our age, when we know we're going to need more medical care, is very reassuring to us.
Gloria Meredith and Joy Shonda had their knees replaced at Charlevoix Area Hospital. Same day, same knee, same surgeon.
My knee was giving me quite a bit of pain, and when extra strength Tylenol wasn't working anymore, I knew time had come. And then Gloria said, well, I'm going to have my second knee done also, and that's when we put our heads together and thought, well, why don't we do it together?
The friends shared a hospital room for a week as part of a new swing bed program for those who need post-op rehab.
The 3rd day we were there, it was very quiet. We were kind of feeling a little bit better. We looked at one another and said, don't you feel like we're in a resort more than a hospital?
Beautiful, beautiful surroundings, beautiful building, and right on Lake Michigan. It couldn't be any better. It was truly like a vacation. Yeah, just a really nice vacation. We were spoiled.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. We were really spoiled, pampered.
Yes.
Chris Dipple and his wife retired from corporate life to the foot of Cabernet Peaks near Cadillac.
One of my conditions for moving anywhere was, are there good health care facilities? This facility here in Mercy was up to snuff and up to par, and by the way, among one of the top 100.
Access to great care became critical when Chris suffered acute pancreatitis.
I was in Traverse City when this attack occurred. I went to Munson, and they put me, I went in the emergency room. They looked at me and said, no, you need to be here a while. I was there 23 days, so I lost 50 pounds. And at the end of that, they said, now you're going to need physical therapy. It was very fortunate that we chose an area where the hospitals cooperate together. There is a connection between Munson and Mercy, and so I could transfer all the rest of my care down here. And they put me in physical therapy, and with great physical therapist.
Jenny Stead was diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease 8 years ago.
I still smoked cigarettes then. I quit about 2 years later when I went in the hospital with respiratory failure.
She started pulmonary therapy at Otsego Memorial Hospital.
Because I wanted to have help getting better. And on my first day, they noticed that my heart rate was really low. They right away sent me over for an EKG.
Jenny was referred to a Munson cardiologist.
And he came to Houghton Lake to see me. Within a week and a half, I was in the hospital having my pacemaker put in. I think it's really great that the cardiologists travel now and go on the road for their patients. It makes it a lot easier when you have hospitals that'll cooperate, like Munson Medical Center and at Siegel Memorial do. The girls in Gaylord really did save my life, and I just really appreciate everything they've done for me. I just want to live, you know? Just want to live.
Larry Fortier has pancreatic cancer.
First thing that entered my mind that it can't be me.
Larry's cancer was discovered during a CT scan at West Shore.
I'm grateful for the technology that they have here.
His treatment started with radiation therapy in Traverse City.
I was the third patient on the new machine that they have there for radiation. It would take only 5 minutes for me to go through that.
Soon after Larry started chemotherapy, a new cancer clinic opened in Manistee.
I enjoy this cancer center here in Manistee very much. They're good at listening to what I have to say, and it's, you know, once they get to know you, that's part of the treatment also. Even with this diagnosis, I'm living a life that every guy would just love to live.
Richard Taylor is a proud military veteran.
I was in the Air Force 20 years, 2 months, 20 days. They counted, I didn't. I was having fun.
In 2007, Richard had emergency intestinal surgery at Mercy Hospital, Grayling.
The nurses here and the doctors here have been absolutely wonderful with me. I like having a hospital that's got this kind of class this close.
Just before Christmas last year, Richard felt like he was having a heart attack.
I came to Mercy Hospital here in Grayling. Was here for about an hour, back in an ambulance into Traverse City. If I hadn't gotten the pacemaker, I wouldn't be here today. Because Munson Hospital and Mercy at Grayling work as a team. I have the best available heart care around.
2012 Little Miss Kalkaska, Annie Ponstein, was born 7 years ago.
She couldn't swallow and she kept gurgling, and finally they got a neonatal nurse in, and she came in and announced that Annie had a cleft palate. We had everybody in our room to make sure that we were going to be able to care for her and just help us through our difficulties, and I didn't even know what difficulties we were going to Go through, thank you.
At 19 days old, Annie had a pediatric echocardiogram to diagnose a heart defect.
I went home and cried, of course, and I just looked at my sweet little baby, and I said, God, please let me know that it's going to be okay. And she smiled in her sleep, but I have been okay ever since then. We were taken care of from the get-go and set up confidently to be able to care for her with the help of the doctors at Kalkaska and the coordinated care that we've had. I'm just thankful that we have this system in place so that we can get the care that we need.
Crystal Smeltzer was diagnosed with diabetes on her 28th birthday.
I didn't know what diabetes was, but I cried and cried and cried. And then when I started researching and understanding, it was pretty scary.
After a series of heart attacks, Crystal had open heart surgery.
I wanted to be here for my kids. I didn't want to go anywhere. I mean, I was only 42 years old.
2 years ago, Crystal's kidneys failed, and she started dialysis.
It's been very difficult, but I don't give up.
Crystal now receives life-saving treatments at the new dialysis center at Paul Oliver.
This unit makes all the difference. It's close. It's 2 miles from my home. They're almost like family. They just make you feel so good. If you have to have dialysis, it's a nice place to be.
I have been treated in hospitals from Alaska to Australia, from Thailand to Turkey. The care that we have right here in northern Michigan is among the best any place in the world.
They have a great team, and I'm not just saying that. They really have a great team here.
Every time I was there, they treated me like I was somebody special.
Coming back getting stronger. It's just a joy and a blessing.
From the way I feel now, I mean, I could do this forever.
They really treated us like royalty.
They're very dedicated, compassionate people that are there to make sure you get well.
They're the best.
Words cannot describe what it means to have this healthy child in my lap. It's a celebration every day that we are on this side of it and getting stronger every day. Right?
Yes.